check out this 4-term polynomial right here. This function has 4 terms. I like to try factoring by grouping. I haven't done that yet on these, but if you try, don't write this. It's not going to get you very far. I'm just giving you a heads up of the strategies we can use. We'd have x plus 17, and it looks like this one will be divisible by 17 because it's 117, but clearly it's not going to be. And so there is no GCF here among these two. I tried before I started recording. 85x plus 117, and I was like, oh, what goes into this? It goes into that. 1, that's it. So factoring by grouping is not going to work. You don't have the same thing here. So I'm going to erase everything I just did, and yeah, we'll do it that way. Excuse me. So I think our next best strategy is to graph it. So let's graph it. I'm looking for 3 solutions, by the way. Hopefully they're all x-intercepts, and I can just write them down and go home, but you know, life's not that easy all the time. So there it is. Ah, there's one. Cute, isn't that nice? -9. Aw. -5.732. Oh. -2.268. Oh, okay. More than likely irrational, so we're going to have to explore some options. But what we do know is -9. So let's divide the -9 out. When we divide the -9 out, our remainder had better be 0. So final answer so far is -9. We're going to switch colors. Let's go purple. And we're going to divide -9 out. -9 doesn't equal anything in this context. There we go. Let's get that big thing out the way. So 117, 85, 117. All right. Switching colors for fun. Not green. That's the answer color. We use blue, so they run together. Bring down your 1, multiply. Whoa, what in the world are you doing? Slide that back. Slide it back. You will slide back. There we go. Don't you be wasting people's time while I'm recording. I don't think it hears me as I talk to it. Or maybe it does. It's a conspiracy. The government's listening. It knows that I've been sassing my board. Okay, remainder is 0, better be, or you've done something wrong. So now we have 1, 8, 13, and that's going to be the quadratic that's about to emerge from this. So 1x squared plus 8x plus 13, and we're going to set that equal to 0, just like, and I didn't do this at the very beginning, there are others in this that I haven't done that to, but the original is set equal to 0 as well. So we are going to solve that using the quadratic formula. So let's go. A, B, C, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. A is 1. You can leave it out if you like. All divided by 2a. We're going to continue to work on this. So -8. By the way, here's what just went through my head. Because we saw the graph and we saw that we had 3 x-intercepts and we're looking for 3 solutions, I know that what we're about to find is not going to be complex, meaning it's not going to be imaginary. He says in air quotes. I always say imaginary. So 64 minus 4 times 13. 4 times 13 is 52. Yeah, 52. So we have 64 minus 52. 64 minus 52 is 12. And so I'm going to erase all that I just wrote right there. And I'm just going to put a 12. And you're like, dang it. Well, you can erase too. Yeah, 4 times 13 is indeed 52. 64 minus, there we go, we're good. And we have broken up the square root of 12 before. We did it, it was square root of 4 times square root of 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 3 is irrational. There we go. Still have that. Everything here is divisible by 2, and don't look at it and say, well, the 3 is not. I don't care about that 3. It's under a square root anyway. What I am going to do instead is reduce every term by 2, reduce every term. That goes into itself 1 time, that goes into that 1 time, that goes into that -4 times. I'll say it goes in 1 time. It really goes in 1 square root of 3 times if you want to talk about the entire term. I'm trying to get my terminology right. I'm sorry. -4 plus or minus 1 square root of 3. So 4 plus the square root of 3, -4 plus the square root of 3, -4 minus the square root of 3. Those are those other 2 wacky solutions that you saw. We now have all 3 solutions, and here they are. -4 plus or minus square root of 3.